He's a failure of a man and a failure of father.
His Dark Materials is a fantasy drama television series based on the novel series of the same name by the British author Philip Pullman. It is produced by Bad Wolf and New Line Productions. Season 1 consists of 8 episodes and premiered on the 3rd of November 2019, and Season 2 consists of 7 episodes and premiered on the 8th of November 2020. Today we're going to take a look at the Season 3 announcement. But first, a simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We are giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's all your choice, so be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. We are starting this video with when the new season was announced. On the 22nd of December 2020, the American television network HBO gave the fans of His Dark Materials an early Christmas gift by announcing that it has renewed the fantasy epic for a 3rd season in conjunction with the BBC, the British Broadcasting Corporation. Executive producer Jane Tranter said, "I'm excited, thrilled, and honored to be making the 3rd part of Philip Pullman's trilogy with their support and encouragement. Diolch." For your information, diolch is thank you in Welsh. The announcement was made after the 2nd season had aired its last episode in the UK, but ahead of the US broadcast, which is a week later than on the BBC, which means that the fans in America will be able to rest easier when they are watching the finale with the knowledge that Lyra and company are returning. It has been known that scripting and pre-production on Season 3 have been well underway for months now. But before the announcement, the production company, Bad Wolf, was waiting for the official stamp on the renewal news from both broadcasters. As recently as December 20th, the official His Dark Materials Twitter account sent a message regarding the recommission. "We've had no word on Season 3 yet. We've only just submitted them our scripts, 6 written, 2 outlines, and a lot of other information beside. We hope to hear soon. They're incredibly supportive broadcasters. We're dead lucky." This message was in response to a question from a Twitter user and fan who said, "I could not have asked for more from that episode. I especially loved all the Mrs. Coulter scenes. Is there any word on Season 3 confirmation yet? #HDM, His Dark Materials." The person tweeted this to Jack Thorne, as well as the official Twitter account. Next are the books on which the series is based. Now, we all know that His Dark Materials is based on the novel series of the same name by the British author Philip Pullman. In the first 2 seasons, the show adapted the first 2 books of the trilogy, The Golden Compass and The Subtle Knife. And Season 3 will adapt the 3rd and final novel, The Amber Spyglass. The first 2 seasons did a commendable job of bringing the book's fantastic imagery to life, and the 3rd season will face some creative challenges. It remains to be seen how they will adapt Lord Asriel's intention craft, or the sentient elephant-trunked beasts known as the Mulefa, whose physiognomies are based on a diamond axis and who roll around on wheels, and how they will create literal hell. Next, when will Season 3 come out? Even though Seasons 1 and 2, His Dark Materials, came out in November of 2019 and 2020 respectively, it is unlikely that Season 3 will follow a similar timeline. Since the first 2 seasons were shot back-to-back, in an interview with The Guardian, the showrunner Jack Thorne said that they were aiming to start filming the 3rd season of the show next summer, which means that the 8 new episodes won't be available till 2022. With that being said, anything can change because of the ongoing global situation. We will just have to wait and see what happens. The cast of Season 3 of His Dark Materials. Who will be returning for the 3rd season of His Dark Materials? Since the plot of the show revolves around a cast of main characters, the leads, Dafne Keen, Amir Wilson, Ruth Wilson, and James McAvoy, are all expected to be back starring in it. Some cast members may not be front and center in Season 3 after the heartbreaking final episode of Season 2, in which Lee Scoresby, played by Lin-Manuel Miranda, Hester, played by Cristela Alonso, John Parry, played by Andrew Scott, and Seon, played by Phoebe Waller-Bridge, all die. Given that, the show deals with the world of the dead. It is possible for some of these characters to return. There will be some new characters introduced in this new season, including Galavespian spy Lord Roke and the angel Metatron. Here is how you can watch and stream it. All of the episodes of Season 1 and 2 are currently available to stream on HBO Max, which is compatible with select Amazon, Android, Apple, Google Comcast, PlayStation, Roku, Samsung, and Xbox devices. Season 3 will also be available on HBO Max. And now we have the production team. His Dark Materials is produced by Bad Wolf in association with New Line Cinema for BBC One and HBO. Executive producing the series are Jane Tranter, Dan McCulloch, Joel Collins, and Julie Gardner for Bad Wolf, and Philip Pullman, Jack Thorne, Francesca Gardner, Deborah Forte, Toby Emmerich, and Caroline Blackwood for New Line Cinema, and Ben Irving for BBC. Francesca Orsi, who is the executive vice president of HBO programming, said, "Bringing Philip Pullman's epic, intricate, and culturally resonant body of work to television has been a tremendous privilege. We thank our incredible partners at the BBC and the entire Bad Wolf team, led by the indefatigable Jane Tranter, for their exceptional work on the first 2 seasons. We look forward to completing the trilogy with this final chapter in Lyra's journey." Ben Irving, the BBC drama commissioning editor in Wales, said, "It's been a joy to see how his Dark Materials has brought British TV audiences of all ages together on BBC One and BBC iPlayer. Fans of Philip Pullman's incredible books and newcomers alike have been enthralled by adventuring with Lyra and Will through multiple worlds. We are thrilled that they will be able to continue their journey in a 3rd series of this beautifully realized drama. Our thanks to our partners at HBO and the dedicated creative team at Bad Wolf for making a landmark series that will continue to be watched and enjoyed on the BBC for years to come." Jane Tranter said, "His Dark Materials has been a truly global TV experience and a personal career highlight. The creative team at Bad Wolf in Cardiff made the impossible possible and brought Philip Pullman's worlds into vivid life. To see that hard work and dedication applauded and embraced by fans around the world has made all the hard work worthwhile. None of this would have been possible without the wonderful commitment and conviction of the BBC and HBO. I'm excited, thrilled, and honored to be making the 3rd part of Philip Pullman's trilogy with their support and encouragement. Diolch." One of Season 2's new additions to the writing team, Francesca Gardner, whose credits include the terrific Mrs. Coulter-focused episode, The Scholar, has been promoted to executive producer. A new writer, Amelia Spencer, has also been added to the team. A trailer for His Dark Materials Season 3. As news of the latest seasons has only just come to light and filming will only begin next summer, there's no trailer for Season 3 just yet. A trailer from HBO and BBC will most likely come out a few weeks before the release of the season, so fans will not see any new content relating to the show till then. Fans have taken to social media to share their thoughts on Season 3, with one saying on Twitter, "It better be a longer season, there's a lot to cover." Here is a look at what will happen in this new season. If the new season stays true to the books, it will draw inspiration from the next book in the series, titled The Amber Spyglass. In Season 3, Lord Asriel, played by James McAvoy, will most likely take on the Magisterium in the final battle. Fans last saw Lyra stuffed inside a trunk, and fans will discover what will happen to her after she was taken by Mrs. Coulter, who is attempting to stop her daughter from fulfilling the witch's prophecy and changing the fates of the parallel realms forever. The fans are keen to see if Lyra will escape again. Mary Malone is also expected to come across Asriel, or play a huge role in the epic battle against the controlling Magisterium. Lord Asriel will continue to raise an army to wage war against the Authority in his attempt to restore free will to the world and build a new Republic of Heaven. Will Parry may have lost his father in Season 2, but he may well take on the advice his dad gave him during his last words and embrace his role as the Knife Bearer. We will learn much more about the rebel angels that were in the Season 2 finale, and meet a strange new race of creatures known as the Mulefa. The story will eventually take Lyra and company further than they've ever traveled. First into a strange new land, which is suffering from the leaking away of dust, and then into the world of the dead, teased in the post-credits scene of the finale, where they are faced with a weighty choice. One fan said on Twitter, "What an emotional final episode of Season 2. Wept like a wee girl. Loved it so much. Bring on Season 3. Next up, how many episodes will there be? Executive producer Jane Tranter originally pitched for the final book, which is by far the longest of the 3 novels with over 500 pages, to be divided over 2 seasons of the show. But that's not going to happen. 8 episodes will bring the story to an end. Let's talk more about the casting. We can't say much here because there is really not much information about the casting, but James Cosmo hopes he will reprise his role as Farder Coram for the recently renewed 3rd and final season of the fantasy series His Dark Materials. Farder Coram Van Texel was one familiar face that was absent for all of Season 2, and with principal photography on the 3rd season expected to begin this year, James would like to portray him one last time. He said, "I really enjoy that show, especially working with Dafne Keen. She's a wonderful young actress. The Egyptians weren't in the 2nd season, so I haven't seen her in 18 months or so. To see how she's growing into a young woman was absolutely delightful, and I had a great experience working with her. We've had some terrific terrific directors working on it. Tom Hooper, who was just a joy to work with, he's a real actor's director. I do hope I get asked back. You can never tell with adaptations of The Egyptians, but we'll wait and see. I'd love to go back. This video wraps up here. Thank you for watching. Please check out our other videos on this channel.